fingerprint chart. That's right. Instructions for obtaining a DNA hair sample. 2 safe shoes, child ID labels, 2 pages of comprehensive safety tips, and a chart to denote any unique physical features. Check it out today at funly.com/child-id-and-DNA-kits. That's FUNDLY.CHILD-ID-and-DNA-KITS. And tell them you heard about it here on Transmedia Worldwide. Let's tell you about one of our fantastic marketing partners right now. It's a fantastic Kickstarter program, Kickstarter.com. Search Tower Unite. Tower Unite is an all-in-one community-based social game with online multiplayer games, entertainment, and activities. Every aspect of Tower Unite allows for online multiplayer interaction. It is a constantly evolving online game universe driven by the community. Play games online with your friends or make new friends from across the globe. There are 0 microtransactions and no subscriptions or season passes. Check out Kickstarter.com, search Tower Unite, and tell them you heard about it here on Transmedia Worldwide. Let's tell you about one of our fantastic new marketing partners right now. The Evolve IT Solutions team is creating the most efficient and accurate way for small and medium businesses to focus on their company. And we are the perfect company and the team to do it. Simply put, we are focused on customer service. With 12 years of experience, we have lived up the problems that end users are facing, and we founded this company to build the solution. Check out Indiegogo.com. That's INDIEGOGO.com. Search Funding a Startup. Oh yeah, tell them you heard about it here on Transmedia Worldwide. Coming back with more here on the program. Oh yeah, saving money doesn't have to be about stress and sacrifice. It's about the money, honey. Is a workbook designed to show you how to change your spending habits and save while still doing the same things you love to do. Right now, it's about the money, honey. Is looking for money. Though this crowdfunding campaign can help get the workbook into the hands of as many people as possible. It's a real win-win because these are some great rewards for contributors. So join the Money Honey crowd at moneyhoney.pubslush.com and tell them you heard about it here on Transmedia Worldwide.
What you are about to witness through the power of audio and video will change you forever.
Views or opinions expressed on this program are those of the guest callers and do not necessarily reflect those of the host, advertisers, and affiliate stations. Search discretion is advised.
Heard on 50-plus stations across the internet and on brick-and-mortar radio. Streamed to every continent on the planet. The last man standing out here in the new media universe. Many have tried to bring him down, and he is forever. Welcome to the Jiggy Jaguar experience. Communicate with us online at jiggyjaguar@jiggyjaguar.com or dial us up at 1866-763-1242. Check it on Jigman Freud at www.jiggyjaguar.com. You've seen him on All Access Music Group. You've read about him in talk radio. He's been on the 6 o'clock news, and now he's in your face and in your ear. Broadcasting from coast to coast like butter and toast. It's the Jiggy Jaguar Radio Show.
And Canada, we've got a great guest with us today on the telephone. We're going to go to them. Go ahead and give us a brief introduction on yourself, my friend. Tell us all about it.
Hi, I'm Paul from the Flutes, and we're based in Suffolk in the east coast of England, and we play medieval orchestral rock music. And we've got a new album out called Ancient Tales, which tells the story in the Kingdom of Haddam of 3 immortals, Lady Dane, Father Flute and the Enchanter, and we take on a journey to fight wars against warriors and the witch and the plague, and that's all our story is about.
Now, how did you guys get together as a group? Tell me about the process of forming the band.
Okay, well, the band, we're all actually related. Dawn and I are man and wife, and we live in, as I said, in Suffolk. And our son, who's a professional guitarist, Pete, lives in Australia. So when we had the idea of the album, he came back over to the UK last summer to record the album with us. And he's still over here now. We're still working on the final details of it, but the CD's out and the album goes live on iTunes on the 22nd. So it's very exciting.
Now, tell us about this name. How did you guys get the name The Fluids?
Oh, that's our surname. The Flude is a surname. It's an old English name, Flude, F-L-U-D-E. So that's where we've come from, and you'll find the name Flude now all over the world. We've spread out over the last 200 or 300 years. You'll find Fludes in America and Australia and wherever else you go.
Amazing, amazing stuff. Flude's with us today, joining us from England on RadioZenu.com. Now, tell me a little bit about the writing process for your music and everything else.
Okay, well, the whole story came really from Pete, who's the son, who wrote the story of the Kingdom of Haddon and the witch and the plague and the adventures that the knight goes in. So it's actually set in around about the 15th, 16th century in this imaginary Kingdom of Haddon. And then between us, we've written the lyrics and the music and then recorded it ourselves.
The Flude's with us today, coast to coast and border to border on RadioZenu.com, as well as the Jiggy Jaguar Radio Network. 50-plus stations across the U.S. and Canada. Now, you guys have a interesting sort of music. Tell me how you came up with this style of music.
Well, we've got kind of different influences. Dawn is very influenced by folk music, both English and American, and people like Joan Baez. And my influence is very orchestral influenced, and Pete's a straight rock player. So between us, and he plays rock and funk over in Australia, so we've come up with this kind of hybrid sound, which is kind of orchestral, with a folk voice over it, and then a rock guitar. So we think we've got a kind of unique sound, which we call a sort of orchestral rock sound. We think it's unusual, different, and stands out from it's been a little bit different from everybody else.
The Flude's with us today, a medieval orchestral rock group. Tell us about some of the places you've performed.
Yeah, well, at the moment, we've not taken the thing out live because, as I said, we've just finished recording it. But the idea and the interest is coming definitely from your side of the Atlantic. It seems to be people in America have taken to us, and in Canada, and we've got a publishing contract with a company in Canada, big publishing group, who work with Sony and Disney. They're very interested, and they've signed us up to publish all the songs. So really, we're looking to come over and have discussions later this year with people to put shows on over your part of the world.
Well, we're going to play some Flude's music. Tell me about The Enchanter.
Okay. Well, the Enchanter is right towards the end of the album, so you understand the storyline. The queen or the Dawn has died, and to get her back to life, our knight has to call up the Enchanter, who has this wonderful guitar made of light. So the storyline is that he goes to the Enchanter, who brings Lady Dawn back to life, and that's what you get in the story. But in doing that, he loses his own life. So it's all very, 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 very dramatic at that point at the end of the story.
Well, here we go. It's the Flude's. It's the Enchanter. Thanks for being with us today. Really appreciated the time. Thank you, guys. The Flude's with us today. Enchanter right now. Maybe.
Secrets I wander aimlessly, let me cast my spell of twisted light. Elevate from the room, let the energy of your souls collide and raise her from her tomb. The enchanter holds the secrets to mend your broken heart and to lift the curse of demons lurking in the dark. The enchanter, the immortal has supernatural power. You must travel to forbidden lands to the enchanted tower.
The Fludes with us today. There are one of our great musical guests. They come from the United Kingdom folk medieval rock. And we've got a great guest on the line. Before we get to them, we're going to tell you a little about one of our great marketing partners who helps us sponsor this segment of the world-famous Jiggy Jaguar Experience. You can get more information on this incredible person over there on Amazon.com. Shannon Webster was a Nintendo World Championships finalist. She wrote an ebook telling about how she got into video games and ultimately her experiences with the NWC. Her book is called Game On, How I Became a Nintendo World Championships Finalist. She was a Denver City champion. The link to the book is available on Kindle. Check out Amazon.com for an incredible book, Game On, How I Became a Nintendo World Championships Finalist. And tell them you heard about it here on Transmedia Worldwide. We've got Dr. Noosh. Actually, we're going to go to our next guest on the telephone, Julie. Doctor, welcome to the program. How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Give us a little bit on your background, my friend, and then we'll talk about the topic here.
Well, I teach history at Eastern Washington University. I teach American history. I have a master's degree in religious studies from Gonzaga University, and then I went on to get my PhD in American history. So I've been teaching for about 15 years, and I'm very interested in 20th century American history, women's history, popular culture. So I wrote my book about Helen Andelin and the fascinating womanhood movement, which a lot of people don't know too much about who Helen Andelin is, but a lot of people know about the women's movement. And Andelin started a counter movement to that. She objected to what the feminists had to say, and so did hundreds of thousands of her followers. And so I call her movement the other women's movement, because a lot of us don't hear about it in college or just in, you know, our popular culture.
Dr. Julie Newfer is with us today here on the telephone. She's a college professor, historian, educator, and author of Helen Andelin and the Fascinating Womanhood Movement. This book has sold over 2 million copies in the 60s and the 70s. You can Google the name of Julie Newfer to get all the great information on this individual. Now, tell us a little bit about the book. What was the writing process for this great book?
Well, the writing process. Well, first of all, let me correct you there.
Okay.
Helen Andelin wrote a book called Fascinating Womanhood. Her book sold 2 million copies.
Okay.
And
yep.
I wrote a book.
Apparently Erwin got me the wrong notes here. I apologize.
Okay.
Go ahead and keep talking, my friend. Keep talking.
I wish I had sold 2 million copies, but not yet. So I'm working on that. But I actually was doing my doctoral dissertation work, and I was looking for a good subject, and I was working for a professor as a teaching assistant in a popular culture course, and he held up a book, and it was Fascinating Womanhood. He said in the 1960s, if you want to learn how to be a perfect wife, you could read this book. And I thought, oh my goodness, it was a book that I had been raised reading, like a lot of the young ladies in my very conservative town that I grew up in. And so it was kind of required reading for me and my sisters. But when I moved away from home, I didn't really agree with a lot of it, and chose not to follow that philosophy. But then when I got into college, I thought, I understand these women. I understand the book. I think I could get a live interview with the founder of the movement and the writer of the book. So I went to my mentor and said, I think I want to do this for my doctoral dissertation. And he said, well, it'd be unpopular, but I think it would be a great subject. So that's how I got started on it.
Now, this book is incredibly well written. Tell us a little bit about some of the different processes you went through as far as reviewing and editing and things of that nature.
Well, I had to get Andelin to agree to talk with me first. And she was in her 80s. She had long retired from her whirlwind of her public career. She was a celebrity, and so she was living out on a farm out in Missouri. So I had to travel out there and interview her, and she was a little bit difficult to work with at first. She wanted to know whether I was an enemy or a supporter, and I said, well, actually, I'm just a historian. I'm not going to take sides. I'm just a historian. So she was a little suspicious of me at first, but then we became good friends, and she I interviewed her over a 4-year period, and so she confided a lot to me, things that she hadn't even confided to her own family about how she felt this. She had an epiphany, felt that she had found the answers to happy marriages, and how she felt it was her calling from God to save marriages. And at first, she didn't know anything about the feminists. She wrote her book the same year that Betty Friedan wrote The Feminine Mystique, but Helen Andelin had no idea who she was. And then as time went on, they became adversaries, and as they learned more about each other. So we talked all about that. And then I had to go through and read thousands of letters to Andelin from her fans, women who had written to her to tell her their most personal feelings and experiences and how her book had changed their lives. So I went through all of those books, hundreds of newspaper articles that were written about her throughout the 60s and 70s and up to the 90s, and transcripts of interviews with people like Larry King and Connie Chung, Barbara Walters, and so it was just a fascinating and very challenging experience for me.
We've got a great guest with us today here on the line. Now, once you got the book written and everything, what was some of the early reviews you got on the book?
Well, the early reviews from other scholars was that this was a great addition to women's history, because we've all learned about the feminist movement, but we haven't heard the voices of the women who said that they did not want to be liberated. And why would a woman in this age today not want to be liberated? But there are a lot of reasons, and a lot of women who feel that way. And so some of the response I got was people simply not wanting to discuss this with me because they felt that I was promoting these ideas. And I said, well, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just the historian. I wrote about this event, and I think it's important as an American historian to understand it. But I had a woman come up to me at a author's signing, and she said, well, what's your book about? And I started to talk with her about it, and she said, excuse me, I want nothing to do with you and nothing to do with your book.
Wow, holy
And I said, well, thank you for sharing. And she turned and walked away, and I thought, well, that's okay. Not everybody has to be interested in the subject. But I think sometimes people jump to the conclusion that maybe what I'm trying to do is write a religious book or a book about, a politically conservative book or something, rather than just writing history, a research, a scholarly work on a very important event in American history.
Well, I appreciate you making time for us today. Thanks for coming on the program. Really enjoyed the conversation. How do we find you online? Is there a website we can direct people to? Anything of that nature?
Yes, I do have a website, and it'll tell everybody when I'm speaking, a description of the book, a little bit about me. It is julieneufer.com. So that's JulienEuffer, all one word, .com. And if you look me up, then you can see what I'm up to.
Well, good stuff. Well, Doctor, I appreciate you making time for us today. Thanks for coming on the program.
Sure, thank you.
Thank you much. Dr. Julie Neufer with us today. Before we take a break, let's tell you about one of our great marketing partners who helped sponsor this segment, Shannon Webster. She's got a brand new book out. She was a Nintendo World Championships finalist. She wrote an ebook telling how she got into video games and ultimately her experiences with the NWC. Her book is called Game On, How I Became a Nintendo World Championships Finalist. She was the Denver City champion. She's got a great book on Amazon.com. It's available for Kindle. Check out the great book called Game On, How I Became a Nintendo World Championships Finalist. And tell them you heard about it here on Transmedia Worldwide. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we will do a little bit more here on a big broadcast. One of our great new marketing partners at Transmedia Worldwide, specialized service. It's called Project Preempt. It's for parents with teens that are out of control that may possibly escalate to criminal behavior. For more information on the program, check out mykidslie.com. That's www.mykidslie.com. And tell them you heard about it here on Transmedia Worldwide. We've got a great new marketing partner at Transmedia Worldwide. Great new paperback, I Am the Mob. Oh yeah, I Am the Effing Mob. An amazing, amazing new book. What can I say? As a regular guy with a mob-like life behind it. It's an amazing piece of business. It is available at Amazon.com. It's called I Am the Effing Mob. And we're going to spell you the author, Mr. Collier Bay Jr., and that's Kolyabeyger. And tell them you heard about it here on Transmedia Worldwide. Pick it up right now in paperback on Amazon. I Am the Effing Mob. I Am the Effing Mob, Part 1. Let's tell you about one of our fantastic new marketing partners at Transmedia Worldwide. GoFundMe.com/RU3C87Y. Nyla's surgery for a torn ACLS. The beautiful tan pitty is the sweet Nyla Bear. She's 5 years old and has been diagnosed with arthritis in her spine and knees, as well as a torn ACLS. She is on tramadol, gabardine, and is currently undergoing laser therapy. This comes from Maria Ramirez Garcia. It comes from Oakland, California. Check it out today, GoFundMe.com/RU3C87Y, and we'll spell it for you. GoFundMe.com/the letter R, the letter U, the number 3, the letter C, the letter number 8, the letter 7, and the letter Y, and tell them you heard about it here on Transmedia Worldwide. Great new marketing partner here on Transmedia Worldwide. Fantastic new crowdfunding campaign. Check out hopeforchildrenfoundation.org. We provide free online video training to reduce crimes of domestic violence and bullying against children and adults. The online video training is valued more than $3,000. It is all provided free. Go to the above website link at hopeforchildrenfoundation.org. Click on the training, then click on training videos. Then click on the training videos of your choice. Please note, other entities are unlawfully using our name without permission. Please make sure and use only the legal URL, and it will direct you to the website of www.hopeforchildrenfoundation.org. This is a funding request project. Due to providing this important service, hurry! We need financial support from the general public. One may donate via online, via PayPal, or mail checks directly to Protected, P.O. Box 191028, Dallas, Texas 75219, with checks made out to Hope for Children Foundation. Hope for Children Foundation is authorized as a 501c3 non-profit with an EIN number of 75-2756638. And tell them you heard about it here on Transmedia Worldwide.
Hi, this is real estate investor Lance Edwards with today's Real Estate Minute. While reality TV has placed great emphasis in recent years on flipping single-family homes, there are greater benefits and surprisingly low competition in wholesaling small apartments. Did you know you can close a small apartment deal in as little as 30 days and get paid 3 to 4 times what you would on a single house flip? In fact, you can even evaluate apartment deals across the country, sight unseen, from the comfort of your kitchen table or home office. Learn all about small apartment investing with a free copy of my #1 best-selling book, How to Make Big Money in Small Apartments. Get your free book and CD at freeapartmentsbook.com. That's freeapartmentsbook.com.
The Jiggy Jaguar Experience is brought to you by Final Frontier Radio. FinalFrontierRadio.com, the rock station.
Welcome back to the big broadcast. It is the Sunday edition of the world-famous Jiggy Jaguar Experience. Coast to coast and border to border on RadioZenu.com. Also, 50-plus AM/FM stations across the country and around the world are good friends that tune in. iTunes and Radio Loyalty. Before we get into our next segment here on our broadcast, let's tell you about one of our great marketing partners who helps bring you this segment of the world-famous Jiggy Jaguar Experience. We share crowdfunding.com/CIMIUAC. This is a great project. It's an English school in Cali, Colombia. You can check it out today at WeShareCrowdfunding.com/CIMIUAC. Language opens the doors to the world in the English school, the very first English school in Cali, Colombia, where you can help others who are going to grow together. Alexander Berger is married to the beautiful Colombian woman. The vision is a free Colombia from harm and poverty, and they're going to be doing their first My English School. You can get more information at their incredible website, WeShareCrowdfunding.com/CIMIUAC. And tell them you heard about it here on Radio Zenu and Transmedia Worldwide. Let's get into it with our next guest here on the program. And for that, we go to the telephones. We're going to let him introduce himself. Then we'll talk a little bit about why he's here. Go ahead and give us a brief introduction on yourself, my friend.
No, thank you very much for having me. My name's Tom Rutherford, and I started a company called True Supplements and Contest Prep about 3 or 4 years ago.
Yep.
It's fun because I've been personal training, I've been exercising and bodybuilding for the past 20 or so years, And I've had so many friends come up to me and ask me, you know, how do I do it? What are you eating? I'm at the ATM at 1 in the morning. I got some guy asking me, hey, man, what do you do for your abs? You know? So I decided to I'm serious.
Awesome stuff.
It's fun. I enjoy helping people, but, you know, this is a way for us to be able to centralize kind of my focus and get a lot of people healthy.
Now, tell us a little bit about how you developed the company and developed everything.
No, thank you very much. I've been exercising and lifting myself personally since I've been 8 or 9 years old in my bedroom, my little plastic weights and cement dumbbells. And heck, when it started to burn, I knew that it was an exercise, even though I never even read an exercise book. And I've been doing specializing in contest prep recently in the past 5 or 6 years, but I've been personal training professionally now for the past 10. I have a degree in special education, and everybody always says to me, well, you got to have lots of patience. Well, not really. It means I know how to teach to your intelligence, and it's been fun. I'm a muffled up kind of bodybuilder guy. I enjoy intimidating children, I guess, but I don't like getting paid for it. Yeah. So, as a special ed teacher, that's what happens. I get a pat on the chest from Miss Johnson down the hallway, and she asks me to move her file cabinet. But now I can actually help people, adults, kids, families get healthy. And like I said, this contest prep is a new wave of the future. This bikini modeling, this physique stuff has really come a long way. And, the steroided up bodybuilder stuff has kind of gone into the background. And it's a new frontier for people looking to exercise, for people looking to feel healthy. Hell, 50 is the new 30, brother.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it is. Now, tell me a little bit about your background as far as fitness, nutrition, all those things. Tell me all about it, man.
No, thank you. My degree is in special education, K through 12. I have an ESOL endorsement, meaning I can teach people other languages, concepts not used in English. Basically, I move my hands around a lot and smile. I've been doing that.
Awesome.
And it's fun. And integrating this into my personal training, I have a certification through Cooper Institute, through Bally's, and then also recently through World Instructor Training School. It's fun because I had to do another internship. You sit down with the instructor, and the instructor says something and looks at you and goes, what do you think, Tom? That you've learned quite a bit, but what I always know is that there's something new to learn. This industry is changing every month, every week, heck, every day. There's something new on the market, and people that are truly successful know where to find more knowledge. So I constantly use my head in the book. My wife will tell you that I'm up till 1 or 2 in the morning, either blogging or writing or reading. It drives her nuts, but it's something because your body is only one part of the change. And through my certifications, through my educational background, through my love of the sport, I have 2 overall championships myself, my personal bodybuilding career, the overall at the Lone Star in 2013, the overall in the Heart of Texas 2011. I have 4 national qualifier championships. And I've produced 6 national qualified athletes in the past 2 years underneath the Truth Contest Prep. So it's a fun experience, and I'm glad to maybe shed some light on it so people that have questions can ask them. So maybe we can get them some help, and maybe their family too.
Now, with this incredible system, what's been some of the feedback and different things you've gotten on the system and the products and everything?
No, thank you very much. I do monthly meal planning, online meal planning. I do online workout planning. I have several clients I've never met before. I have people in Australia, in England I work with. And I have a lot of folks right here in the DFW area or people that fly in to work with me one-on-one. The meal planning service is where the magic happens. Everybody says, well, I want to get a six-pack, so I'll do 100 abs every day. Well, we both know that that's not going to help. It's nutrition and eating the right foods, communicating. So, with people with my monthly program for $250 a month, it allows people unlimited access to me from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. via text message or email. It allows the little quick questions to be answered. It allows the smaller concerns with my people to be addressed so we can move forward to the bigger concerns of getting you healthy, of getting you feeling better, of getting your family healthy. It's fun because I work with a lot of couples and, like I said, families. I have a nutritional certification which allows me to write recommendations. I'm not a nutritionalist, of course, but I'm kind of the guy that the doctor with the 45-inch waist that you go to comes to look better. And it's fun because, we've been able to evolve, gym rat knowledge of just 22 years pumping iron, you know, the school background, as well as the certifications, allow me to look at the person as a whole, you know, to address not so much here, do this with your arm and feel, why do I want you to do this? This is what I want you to feel. You know, also in that $250 monthly program, I write an online workout program, meaning set for set, rep for rep, rest period for rest period, I write this for you. What to do in what order. Heck, I got videos on an online forum if people choose to go online and get some other access to my YouTube channel. Well, it'll show you each exercise that goes along with the program for an additional fee. You know, it's fun because, like I said, communication is one way that my people are successful. Through finding, I have you, if you choose to be really specific with me, like a lot of people, my competitors, I want you to get this scale. I want you to get this vitamin. You don't have to. I can do my job with you weighing yourself at Albertsons or whatever on the scale there. But if you buy a little $10 from scale from Walmart, our job will be a lot easier. You know, so you got to measure yourself. You got to communicate with me. I need you to journal for a little bit. You know, that's the only way that I'm going to be able to personalize your meals. Because truly, within 2 weeks, we're going to be writing another meal plan for you, giving you another pocket full of ammo so you can be successful.
We've got a great guest with us today here on the line, chatting with us live as live can get. And tell us a little bit more about this product. How do we find you online? All these amazing things, man.
Thank you. You know, truthcontestprep.com. My name's Thomas Rutherford. If you look up Tom Rutherford bodybuilder, you'll see all these pictures of me in my underwear, I'm sure. You know, bodybuilding is a weird sport. I'm a bodybuilder. You know, so I'm out there in the music. I have fun with it. I'm artistry. You'll see videos of me, I'm sure, practicing with my bikini girls, shaking my little booty up there, having fun with them. You know, through looking through the website, we have a great Facebook page, www.facebook.com/Truth Laboratories, TruthLaboratories. I need to write it down for half a second. But Truth Laboratories, or if you just type in the name Truth Supplements and Contest Prep, you'll find our Facebook page. We got nearly 12,000 people across the world on the page. So now you're having a good day. Hey, some guy in Sri Lanka is going to give you a thumbs up. You know, if you're looking for a training partner, you can find someone in your own city to possibly, with a training partner, maybe make a connection there too. You know, you're around a bunch of people that are focused and into it. We got a heck of an Instagram page. What is it? # Truth Contest Prep. That's our Instagram. You know, so we have all these forums to talk to people under 30, because I guess people under 30 have to communicate under 120 characters or whatever. I always tease the kids.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, we have a Twitter page called Truth, CONTST Prep. So remove the E from contest. Truth Contest Prep. So it's pretty exciting. And this is a way for people to get in touch, to be reinforced, and to build community with the other people on the team. Because truly, we are a team. And many people in the sport try to do it by themselves. Many people try to do it, but it's a fun organization. We'd love to have people be a part of it.
Well, good stuff. I appreciate you being with us today. We've got to move along, my friend, but thanks for being on our program today.
Thank you, and rock on, brother.
Definitely. Appreciate it, man. We're going to take a time out. When we come back, we've got more here on the program.
Gotta shine my little light, so you can accept them in your life. It's that ministry on the mic, representing Jesus Christ. Gotta shine my little light, so you can accept them in your life. It's that ministry on the mic, representing Jesus Christ. Gotta shine my little light, so you can accept them in your life. You know I got to rhyme, let my little light shine. Lord God, you on my mind. Satan's getting left behind, cause my ministry is rhyme. And I be flowing and growing in the Holy Spirit. Demons don't never wanna get near it. Can you feel it when I be coming with the sounds of the drumming? And man, you know it's just a sermon. Many apostles, many pastors, many preachers, some just sitting in the bleachers. But I'm a microphone speaker and I really love Jesus, cause he paid the price for you and he paid it for me. And it's all about God's ministry. It's that ministry on the mic, representing Jesus Christ. Gotta shine my little light so you can accept them in your life. It's that ministry on the mic, representing Jesus Christ. Gotta shine my little light so you can accept them in your life. It's that ministry on the mic, gotta shine my little light and fight my little fight like Paul. Just do what I'm called and save some of y'all. To the ones that have ears, to the ones that have eyes, using all these foolish things to the spies, the wise, to recognize they need Jesus Christ in their lives. Instead of falling, installing, praise God and look to what they're calling. Many apostles, many pastors, many preachers, some just sitting in the bleachers. But I'm a microphone speaker and I really love Jesus cause he paid the price for you and he paid it for me. And it's all about his ministry. It's that ministry on the mic, representing Jesus Christ. Gotta shine my little light so you can accept them in your life. It's that ministry on the mic, representing Jesus Christ. Gotta shine my little light so you can accept them in your life. It's that ministry on the mic, representing Jesus Christ. Gotta shine my little light so you can accept them in your life. It's that ministry. Are you hearing me? It's that ministry. Are you feeling me? It's that ministry. Are you hearing me? It's that ministry. Are you feeling me? It's that ministry. Yeah.
Thanks for listening to the Jiggy Jaguar Experience. Follow comedian James Davis on Twitter at comedian James D. And follow Jiggy Jaguar at JIGGYJAGUR. Join us next week here on the network.
We've got some pretty cool stuff coming up next week here on RadioZenu.com. Today we've got some musical showcases. We've got some different things we're doing today. We're going to go to the telephones. We've got a great musical artist on the line. I'm going to go ahead and let him introduce himself. And then we'll talk a little bit about why he's here. Go ahead and jump in there, my friend. Give us a brief introduction on yourself.
I am Albie Sound producer and songwriter and rapper from Rodeo, California.
Well, tell us a little bit about how you got started doing the music thing, man. Tell me all about it.
Well, it's been around me for like forever. Since I had, when I was a kid, my dad used to DJ, like random parties and stuff. You know, mostly for grown folks and everything. But then there was one when he had a lot of music, like a lot of different music. Like he had like some hip hop, some R&B, some old school soul music. It was all kinds of stuff, and it's because his clients would like different stuff.
Well, we've got a great musical artist with us today here on the broadcast, coast to coast and border to border. Tell us a little bit about what inspires your music. Well, what inspires you to do music?
I'm just different situations. Like, I'll be around some people all day, and sometimes it's be situations of things they talk about. Sometimes it's just me wanting to have fun. So it's based on different situations.
We've got a great musical guest with us today. Tell us about the music. Where can we find your music online? Where can we download it? Where can we stream it? Videos, all these things. Where can we find your music?
Mainly on albiesoundoff.org.
Now, when we get over there, what can we expect to find when we get over there, man?
So when you get over there, you will see songs playing. You will see everything that's coming up. It will be
awesome stuff. Albie Sound is with us today. We're going to play some of his music. We're back with more Albie Sound here on Radio Zenu.
Yo, she ain't the model tight, but her body's so right. And I'm so cranked, it's going down tonight. My vision not blurred, what I see is so pleasant. And birthday suits just equal small presents. If her frame is the reason why I'm smitten, then this right here is exactly what she's getting. No time for words, do work with curves. And Venice on my drink, every Venice hers. Just speaking on where she might end up, cause I'm not really trying to mess this up. But if I do, I will take the L. I call her money maker cause I look to sell. Cause I am sitting here on this here bar stool, and I barely dance, but I am still cool. By the way, this my show, make her famous. Not long ago, I learned what her name is. You walk around like you got it, like you know you got it. You walk around like you got it, girl, crank it up. You walk around like you got it, like you know you got it. You walk around like you got it, girl, crank it up. You walk around like you got it, like you know you got it. You walk around like you got it, girl, crank it up. Go, go, 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 crank it up. She got it going on, put me up in that zone. But me the alpha bomb, yeah, she gotta put me on. This is my quest to introduce her to my tribe. But on that bottle service, and I'm not killing no vibes. Eyes on her prize, ain't no fairy telling lies. She better not act like she don't wanna ride. What she playing for? I said, what she playing for? If she really wanted, then tell me what she playing for. Besides her body, exactly what I'm lusting for. Met her in the club, ain't no feelings for show. She the party, oh yeah, I'm on it. No novice to the shit, oh yeah, I'm so focused. She got her face down and she got her ass up. So please show me the dots to connect us. I make her say my name, so I ain't fake. Pick her up like a trophy, yes indeed you can't. You walk around like you got it, like you know you got it. You walk around like you got it, girl, crank it up. You walk around like you got it, like you know you got it. You walk around like you got it, girl, crank it up. You walk around like you got it, like you know you got it. You walk around like you got it, girl, crank it up. Go, go, 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 crank it up. Slick Mink. Lottie Dottie, she likes to party. She care to have fun and not bother nobody. Lottie Dottie, she came to party. She came to have fun and not bother nobody. Lottie Dottie, she came to party. She came to have fun and not bother nobody. Yeah, not bother nobody. Yeah, not bother nobody. You walk around like you got it, like you know you got it. You walk around like you got it, girl, crank it up. You walk around like you got it, like you know you got it. You walk around like you got it, girl, crank it up. You walk around like you got it, like you know you got it. You walk around like you got it, girl, crank it up. Go, go, 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 crank it up.
Sound with us today here on RadioZenu.com. Albie Sound joins us live. Now, Albie, tell us about some of your musical goals. Let's say the next 3 to 5 years. Tell me all about that stuff, man.
3 to 5 years, you say? Well.
Yep.
All right. So, my situation basically, I'm just trying to make sure that everybody knows my name and who I am within that time period. And my main focus is to build a foundation for myself, so my life outside of music is, when I'm supporting some, a family or something, that it'll be good, it'll be straight. That's my whole plan, my whole goals.
Albie Sound with us today here on RadioZenu.com, 50 minutes after the hour. Now, you've got some good music out there. You've got a great website. Tell us about social media. How can we find you on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all these different places?
It's really easy, actually. This albesoundoff.org is my site, which also you can go to each of those social networking sites by making the handle albesoundoff.
We've got Albie Sound with us today. He joins us live, coast to coast and border to border, on RadioZenu.com as well as iHeartRadio and 50-plus stations in the world-famous Jiggy Jaguar Radio Network. Now, you've got some good things coming up this year. Tell me about what you've got as far as summer plans and things coming up this year.
Well, I had got contacted for a performance opportunity, so most likely that's going to be performing in lots of music videos.
Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. Albie Sound with us today. Albie, I appreciate you making time for us today. Thanks for coming on RadioZenu.com. Enjoyed your music, man.
Thank you.
Definitely, brother. We'll talk soon, man. Appreciate it. Albie Sound with us today. We're going to take a timeout, and when we come back, we've got more coming up. Coast to coast and border to border, we've got a brand new marketing partner with us today on Transmedia Worldwide, a great member of a small private real estate investor group here in Chicago. And we're testing the waters to try to purchase real estate properties in other states. We're trying other types of advertising and marketing that we haven't tried before. We purchase properties from owners who are in probate, can't keep current on their mortgage payments, or recently divorced, or can't afford the maintenance on their property. Check out the website, willbuyyourproperty.com. That's www.willbuyyourproperty.com, and tell them you heard about it here on Transmedia Worldwide. A fantastic new marketing partner is with us today here on Transmedia Worldwide. GoFundMe.com/The Bible Made Easy. When people donate, they're going to benefit from excellent perks. They will help spread the love for the Bible and our Christian audience. We'll love reading the Bible. Check it out today, GoFundMe.com/The Bible Made Easy. That's GoFundMe.com/THE BIBLEMADEESY. Tell them you heard about it here on Transmedia Worldwide. Incredible new marketing partner with us today here on Transmedia Worldwide. Posable.com/female arousal. Oh yeah, POZIBLE.COM/FEMALEAROUSAL. Oh yeah, Posable.com/female arousal. Amazing stuff. It's Posable.com/female arousal. You're going to want to be there, and you're going to want to be there right now. Posable.com/female arousal. And tell them you heard about it here, Transmedia Worldwide.
Hi, this is real estate investor Lance Edwards with today's Real Estate Minute. How would you like to pay your entire year's rent or mortgage with just one single real estate deal? How would you like to do it with a less than part-time investment? Wholesaling small apartments is a business model you can do from your kitchen table, making offers on properties across the country sight unseen. Small apartments close fast in as little as 30 days and yield higher payouts than single-family houses. Plus, you can do it with absolutely no cash or credit of your own and no bank qualifying. Learn more about small apartment investing with a free copy of my #1 best-selling book, How to Make Big Money in Small Apartments. Get your free book and CD at freeapartmentsbook.com. That's freeapartmentsbook.com.
You're listening to the Jiggy Jaguar Experience with Jigman Freud.
Welcome back to the big broadcast. It is RadioZenu.com. Coast to coast, border to border on RadioZenu.com. Let's tell you about one of our great new marketing partners at Transmedia Worldwide. Shannon Webster was a Nintendo World Championships finalist. She wrote an ebook telling how she got into the video game industry and ultimately her experiences with the NWC. Her book is called Game On, How I Became a Nintendo World Championships Finalist. She was a Denver City champion. The link is available on Kindle. Check out Amazon.com and tell them you heard about it here on Transmedia Worldwide. Let's get into it. We've got a great musical showcase with us today. The Blue Collar Agglomeration. That's right, Blue Collar Agglomeration's back with us today. These guys are fantastic. Formerly a dinner theater performer in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, avid songwriter, reluctant singer David M. Lujonk is producing an eclectic album with his studio band, Blue Collar Agglomeration. It was fueled by his lyrics. The band features such standouts as renowned jazz saxophonist Francisco Bentis, BBB superstar Sarah Putney, and Anthony Vincent, the rising young talent from the New York City area. The musical chemistry between the band members is exciting. Agglomeration has drawn fans on 5 continents while rocking and rolling in the basis for much of the band's focus. Their versatility is showcased by divergent genre. It's a stellar musicianship in blues, reggae, hip-hop, zydeco, and country rock. It's propelled the studio group to semi-superstardom on the national radio program known as the Starcom Radio Network, which, by the way, if anybody pays attention to Starcom Radio, you know that none of those stations have any listeners. But that's not here, not there. But they're seeking acclaim as a singer, which is not, well, however, they'd like to be remembered as good writers, humorists, raconteurs. Nonetheless, it's the band that brings the life to the important of the lyrics. Blue Collar Agglomeration. We are going to play a few of their tracks here in a few moments here on the world-famous Jiggy Jaguar radio program. You can get more information on their website. Blue Collar Agglomeration is all over the place. These guys are fantastic. I'm telling you right now, fantastic stuff. We're going to go to Blue Collar Agglomeration, Berry Blue by Blue Collar Agglomeration. This features Bust a Cap. Here we go.
I claim birth in Hawaii, 'cause it's in the USA. I reject my birth in Kenya, third world country far away. My grandma on my daddy's side said I'm African by birth, yet I became the president of the whitest nation here on earth. How I ever got this far is anybody's guess. They didn't vet me as hard as they had vetted all the rest. I called myself Barry Solatoro and I went for my degree. I want to keep my profile low so folks won't know it's me, 'cause I've been lying to the public since the day that I was born. My daddy was a British citizen. That makes me all too foreign. How I ever got this far is anybody's guess. They didn't vet me as hard as they had vetted all the rest. I stretched out my arms and hands and took all I could reach. By the laws of the land in which I live, I should be impeached. I didn't do the deed myself, but I perpetuate the lie, claiming birth in Hawaii, and I'll say that lie till the day I die. How I ever got this far is anybody's guess. They wanted a black president, and I could pass that test. How I ever got this far is anybody's guess. They needed a black president, and I could pass the test. How I ever got this far is anybody's guess. How I ever got this far is anybody's guess.
And for the international order that we have worked for generations to build. Ordinary men and women are too small-minded to govern their own affairs. That order and progress can only come when individuals surrender their rights to an all-powerful sovereign.
Blue Collar Agglomeration is pleased to announce the arrival in e-stores of their edgy and controversial first ever single release titled The Bittersweet Saga of Barry Solatoro. Sometimes referred to as Whitest Nation, the attention-grabbing video is available for a $10 bill at, in lowercase letters, bluecollarband@gmail.com. BLUCOLLARBAND@gmail.com.
Welcome back to kjagradio.com. Amazing new marketing partner with us today before we get back into the music. Here it is, andboo.me, ANDBOO.me. Check it out on Amazon as well. Oh yeah, amazing stuff. Let's tell you about this. When the Ghosts, a social group from the town of Hellion, are endlessly harassed by the threat of the rainy nights, and wild jokers find themselves caught in a series of unexpected dangers. Who are the Rainy Knights? Were there a renegade attempt to end the feud between the Knights and the Jokers? The Ghosts avoid the crews altogether, but when sudden rumors emerge of an alliance, they'll learn that earning the trust of their enemies can land them in a world of hurt. The Rainy Knights, Wraith, upset with the life left for him in his hometown, leaves for a spontaneous, eventful journey, where he'll inevitably end up in the life-changing adventure through the United States and his best friend. There, they lead a series of viral parties in the heart of some of America's greatest cities. Check out andboo.me. Search for it on Amazon.com today, ANDBOO, and you love it here on kjagradio.com. We've got a great new marketing partner here at the Country Music Hub, Ghost Town Enboo. When the Ghosts, a social group from the town of Hellion, are endlessly harassed by the threat of the Rainy Knights and the wild jokers, they find themselves caught in a series of unexpected dangers. Here's a quick overview. The Rainy Knights, after a renegade attempt to end the feud between the Knights and the Jokers, the Ghosts avoid the crews altogether. But when sudden rumors emerge of an alliance, they'll learn that earning the trust of their enemies can land them in a world of hurt. The Rainy Knights, Wraith, upset with the life left for him in his hometown, leaves for a spontaneous, eventful journey, where he'll inevitably end up on a life-changing adventure. Through the United States with his friend, there they lead a series of viral parties in the heart of some of America's greatest cities. Andboo.me. Check out ANDBOO.me. Amazon.com/author/Andboo. And tell them you heard about it here on the Country Music Hub.
Welcome to the Racing to Success Minute with Nadine Lajoie. Do you feel that life is going really fast around you? You don't have choice. You need to speed up your decision. As motorcycle racing, life those days is just running around and just going faster, and you need to be more professional than before. You need to do more marketing, more branding, faster and faster. So what I
What you're hearing is our here on RadioZenu.com. Let's tell you about VariantMusic.com. There are several links. You can check out their #1 ranked in the USA on the Reverb Nation charts by children's multi-genre. That's ReverbNation.com/VARITYS. They've got some amazing stuff. You can find their tunes on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play. They have one CD up there. It contains the song that we're sending and we're going to be playing right now. It's Make Me Smile. We're going to play that here in a few moments. You heard a little bit of it there. Make Me Smile. We're also going to be playing Walking Day by Day and Goodbye Blues. It's our musical showcase here today on the radio. They're already calling for it right now.
Make me smile, make me smile. Every time I look at you, you bring a little sunshine to my life. When days are gray, you make me smile when there's not a lot to smile about. You make it all worthwhile. Yeah, all worthwhile. In my life I'm finding new meaning to a story that never ends. It only begins sunshine to my life when days are gray. You make me smile when there's not a lot to smile about. You make it all worthwhile. Yeah, all worthwhile. In my life I'm finding new meanings to a story that never ends. It only begins again. And as days keep going, I'm learning a lot more about this life that never ends. Make me smile when there's not a lot to smile about. You make it all worthwhile. All worthwhile. Make me smile. Make me smile.
Oh, yeah, great musical showcase today here on RadioZenu.com. Coast to coast, border to border. That was Make Me Smile. Love that song. We're going to play Walking Day by Day right now here on the network.
Walking day to day, wanna learn everything I can. There's so much every day, you just do the best you can. Sometimes the road is hard and you're not sure where to go. Whatever comes your way, you learn as you go. Life has so much to offer, we just need to follow what is right. So there is people hurting everywhere. We need to work together instead of hurting each other, because love is what we all need. Walking day to day, gotta do the best you can. There's always something new. Sometimes it's hard to understand. The days get a lot harder the further that we go, but we can learn a little every day. We need to work together instead of hurting each other, because love is what we
we've got Scott Smith coming up as our special guest here in a few moments. But before we do that, we're going to finish up our musical showcase with Goodbye Blues. As soon as we get done with that, we're going to go to Scott Smith on the telephone here in a few moments.
Come on, everybody. Let's get going. Sing a song with us and have a lot of fun.
Okay.
Come on.
I'm ready.
You ready? You ready now?
I'm ready right now.
Here it comes, everybody.
Okay.
Right now. Well, every waking moment of every single day, I want to share some happiness along the way. I don't want to cry or feel down. I want to share some happiness to those all around. So why do they call it the blues when I'm not feeling blue? Ooh, ooh, ooh. You say you have your troubles, you say you have worries, probably because you're always in a hurry. You gotta slow down and smile once more and pick yourself back up off of the floor. So why do they call it the blues when I'm not feeling blue? No matter where you go, no matter what you do, there's always something that you have to do. So pouting and shouting will make that go away, and smiling and laughing is sure to stay. So why do they call it the blues when I'm not feeling blue?
Check this out.
With every waking moment of every single day, I want to share some happiness along the way. I don't want to cry or feel down. I want to share some happiness to those all around. So why do they call it the blues when I'm not feeling blue? Blue, blue, I say goodbye blues. Goodbye, bye blues. Blues, goodbye blues, bye bye, goodbye blues. So why do they call it the blues when I'm not feeling blue? Goodbye, goodbye blues.
Now back to the Jiggy Jaguar Experience, starring comedian James Davis.
We've got Scott Smith on the telephone. Before we get to him, let's tell you about one of our great new marketing partners here at Transmedia Worldwide. Fantastic new crowdfunding service, and we'll tell you about those folks after we talk to Scott Smith. Scott's been patiently waiting on the telephone. Scott, let's talk a little. We have you on the Daily Show every Thursday, but I wanted to get you on the Sunday show today to talk about your incredible new book. Let's chat about it. Tell me a little bit about the book.
Oh, a new opportunity to corrupt your listeners.
Yes, indeed, baby. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, the premise of God Reconsidered is that orthodoxy, both in the secular world and the religious world, are decades behind the evidence and behind the most progressive thinking. And
Okay.
there's a famous book by Thomas Kuhn called The Structure of Scientific Revolutions. And it says, listen, let's face it, it's the 5% in academia who determine what is allowed to be taught and what is heresy. The majority of professors, doctors, whatever the field is, they're open-minded. They could go either way. But you get like these fanatics who are in charge of the medical board, and they think acupuncture is a superstition, so they're going to put any doctor who practices it in jail. And that's a similar thing in every single field. So on the subject of religion, you have, I'm right in the middle of writing about Galileo and his famous trial for heresy and so forth, but it wasn't simply a problem of the Catholic Church. Most philosophers, secular philosophers, Protestant philosophers, believed Aristotle was right in his description of the world, and it took another 100 years after Galileo got into trouble for people to say, gee, maybe we really ought to re-examine that evidence. So that's my way of setting up the premise of the book, which is what happens if you look at the most interesting, most serious questions about why we're here on Earth, what is the evidence, what is the right philosophy to live by, and you did it thoroughly, relentlessly, with an open mind, where would it lead you? And that's kind of the premise for the book. And if people want to read a sample chapter of God Reconsidered, there's one posted at godreconsidered.com, so nobody buys the book without realizing what they would get into.
Now, Scott, why did you decide to write this book?
This is really an outgrowth of a 30-year effort to answer some questions that I had about why is it that you can get so many informed, intelligent people who completely disagree on the nature of reality at the most fundamental aspect. And I had grown up as a Mormon kid in suburbia in the 1950s and 60s, and it was a nice little cocoon, and it had an explanation of reality that seemed to work pretty well, and I was comfortable with. And but as I got wider exposure to the world and the ideas were challenged, I didn't find all the answers I wanted. But at the same time, I found the alternative theories to be just as ignorant. And by the time I got into the late 1980s, I found a dramatic conflict. On the one hand, I had delved into the supernatural. I had written some things in that field. I'd interviewed some famous psychics and stuff like that. And I had heard from some trustworthy sources some very hair-raising accounts. And I thought that there was a case to be made for the supernatural. So that kind of doomed any likelihood that I would embrace militant skepticism. Now, the problem with modern atheism is that it's very confused. It thinks that because you can't prove God's existence, which you can't in terms of persuading somebody on the other side, that means there must not be any kind of paranormal dimension. And the two have nothing to do with each other. I mean, the best example is Sigmund Freud. He was famously an outspoken atheist, but he recounted many experiences with ESP, reading the minds of his patients, and he just accepted that as a natural phenomenon. Well, he would be excommunicated out of all these atheist groups today for admitting maybe the world is a little bit more mysterious than he thought. So on the one hand, I wasn't going to become an atheist. On the other, I started a 20-year search for a better philosophy. And I looked into, and I literally traveled the world from Tokyo and the Zen centers to Sarnath in India, where the Buddha gave his first sermon, and I talked to ordinary believers and religious scholars, and I went to Esalen Institute and talked to one of the founders there, and I read books on every conceivable religion, and I found them wanting. And at the end of the day, I could not come up, I couldn't find a philosophy that could explain reality, accepting some kind of supernatural dimension that we don't fully understand, and at the same time provide some meaningful life. And eventually I found something, but that was the genesis of the book, and I actually was not planning to write this at all. The only reason I wrote this is because my first book, which you've read, called Extraordinary People, which is a business book, got rejected by all the first, 100 publishers. So I thought, well,
really?
If that's not going to work, I got plenty of time on my hands, and I may as well write that stupid little religious book and kind of see how it works out. So I was writing it, and just as I finished it, a publisher came along, agreed to publish Extraordinary People, and now they're the publisher of this religion book, God Reconsidered.
Amazing, amazing stuff. Scott Smith with us today. You hear him on our Thursday edition of the world-famous Jiggy Jaguar radio program. And this book, God Reconsidered, is a fantastic read. What's been some of the different reviews and different advanced reviews you've gotten on the book so far?
Well, I'll tell you, as you would kind of expect, the reactions are extreme. I have posted on my website an hour-long interview, and if you go to that website, you'll see that, I got mostly likes, but also some thumbs down. I think at the outer limits, on the one hand, there are some atheists who are absolutely infuriated that I'm challenging their dogma. And in my experience, the true believers in militant atheism are no more open-minded than the most fundamentalist Baptist in the backwoods of Alabama. I mean, these people they're irrational in their defense of rationality. I mean, you can't carry on a reasonable conversation. Actually, the best book that's out on this, it's kind of funny, everybody knows Michael Crichton as a science fiction author. Well, during a troubled period of his life, he decided to he had graduated from Harvard Medical School, and he traveled the world he was going through a divorce, and he just wanted to see the world and do something different, get his mind on other things. Well, he had some very, very strange experiences while he was traveling the world, and he came back, and he started writing a book about it, and because he was a well-known science fiction novelist, he was invited to speak to the Skeptics Society in Pasadena, and kind of what he had learned. And they got wind of what he was going to talk about, which is, hey, reality is not quite the neat little packet we think it is when we graduate from Harvard, and here are some things that didn't fit that reality. Well, they withdrew the invitation. So Crichton got his revenge. We might not have ever heard of this because he puts an appendix at the back of his book Travels, which you can get at any bookstore, which is the speech he was planning to give. And he makes his argument that the world is a much stranger place. Now, today, I cannot, for the life of me, understand why secularists aren't more open to this idea, because string theory with 10 different dimensions of reality and all this kind of stuff, to me, there's no more evidence for that than there is the supernatural, and probably even less. I mean, it's just a theory, and yet the secularists are eager to embrace that, and not anything that they think is tainted with religion. So on the one hand, I've had some angry atheists. I had also, I had a good friend of mine whose name shall remain unmentioned, who's a very devout Catholic, give me a 2-word review, which was absolutely shocking. So that's kind of the fundamentalist reaction to that. On the other hand, I'm happy to say, so far, even though this book is going to be censored by most New Agey, so-called open-minded spiritual websites where it might otherwise be reviewed, and these people are open-minded except if you criticize any particular religion. That's forbidden. So they're tolerantly intolerant about my point of view. But I have had a number of readers tell me that they started reading the book and couldn't put it down. I had one person tell me they've listened to my interview on my website, godreconsidered.com, 4 times. So I've got a message that is resonating for spiritual seekers. It's not for everybody. In the foreword, I warn people, don't read this book unless you're open-minded. And, of course, it's kind of like pornography on cable. You know, the people who are most outspoken are the ones who could just turn off the damn channel, you know. But, no, they're offended by the fact that this thing is polluting the airwaves, you know. So I'm kind of, I guess, a spiritual pornographer in the opinion of my enemies, but we'll see how it works out. It's only been out a few weeks, and I was out of the country for 1 week of that.
We've got Scott Smith with us today. Scott, I appreciate you making time for us today. We got to move along, but I will definitely see you Thursday, my friend. I appreciate it. Thank you much. Scott Smith with us today. That was a fantastic, fantastic piece. We're going to put that up on our website at jiggyjaguar.com. We're going to take a brief time out here, but before we do, let's tell you about one of our great new marketing partners at Transmedia Worldwide. Amazing new book. Shannon Webster was a Nintendo World Championships finalist. Wrote a book called, oh yeah, we love it. My book is called Game On, How I Became a Nintendo World Championships Finalist. It talks about how they got into video games and ultimately the experiences with the NWC. Was a Denver City champion as well. Check it out on Amazon. Amazing stuff. Search Game On, How I Became a Nintendo World Championships Finalist by Shannon Webster. And tell them you heard about it here on Transmedia Worldwide. We're going to take a brief time out, come back with more here on our program.
Now back to the Jiggy Jaguar Experience, starring comedian James Davis.
Tremendous afternoon to you here on the world-famous Jiggy Jaguar Experience, 29 minutes after the hour. Coast to coast, border to border on that Starcom radio network. Also, 20-plus AM FM stations across the country and around the world are good friends of TuneIn, iTunes, and Radio Loyalty, iHeartRadio as well, and RadioZenu.com each and every afternoon. Amazing new crowdfunding campaign. Go to GoFundMe.com/TheFightForJustice. We were talking a little bit about this before we got Scott Smith on the telephone. The website is TheFightForJustice.com. Let's tell you a little bit about From Fired to Fired Up. GoFundMe.com/TheFightForJustice. What happens when you blow the whistle on one of America's biggest banks? Tarina Collis, former bank employee, shares the shocking truth about what happened to her. Lies, false documents, and mental harassment, all part of a day's work at one of America's largest banks. Get more information at GoFundMe.com/TheFightForJustice. Tarina Collis, and she's got a great story to share with you. It's an eye-opening look into what may be happening right now with your money. Senior personal banker at a Bank of America from October 2000 till she was terminated on February 25th, 2005 after repeated reports of customers' accounts being changed without their knowledge or consent. For over 4.5 years, she absolutely loved her job and she was highly regarded. She received regular commendations from customers as well as associates. And then the unthinkable happened. Get more information at GoFundMe.com/TheFightForJustice. Check it out today at GoFundMe.com/TheFightForJustice. That's right. GoFundMe.com/thefightforjustice. We're talking about it all day today here on RadioZenu.com. Now, I kind of trashed Starcom earlier. That's kind of funny that I promoted them on the air, but whatever. Whatever. Doesn't matter. RadioZenu.com, 31 minutes after the hour. Thanks for joining us today. And I just don't understand some of the crap that happens in the world. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the hell's going on here. Now, of course, as everybody knows, I was on the radio this week on KQAM for about 3 days. Because we were on Friday, we're on Monday, we're on Tuesday. I didn't go in Wednesday because I was sick, as you can tell. Thursday and Friday, I didn't go. I kind of resigned on Saturday, publicly, on Facebook. I don't know, does that count? I've got divorced on Facebook. Does it count to, I don't know. I don't know if that counts or not. But, we are going to detail my experiences this week on our daily radio program at 2 Central, 3 Eastern, 12 Pacific, and 1 p.m. Mountain Standard. Malcolm Out Loud will be with us tomorrow as well. Music Monday. And you'll be able to get in touch with us. We want to thank Albie State for being with us today on our program. We heard from him earlier. And we're going to go to a Michael Jackson tribute artist. Yes, a Michael Jackson tribute artist. Here's a brief interview with him. We're back with more on our program. Welcome back to the program, coast to coast and border to border on the Starcom Radio Network. 20-plus AM FM stations across the country and around the world. Our good friends that tune in. iTunes and Radio Loyalty. We've got a great guest with us on the line for our program this week. Let's go to the telephones. Go ahead and give us a brief introduction on yourself, my friend.
My name is The Artist. We have a band that covers Michael Jackson's biggest hits in rock format. So it's like a rock rendition of the most famous songs of Michael Jackson, and it's a tribute to the king of pop. And it's an honor for us to do this. And we've been enjoying this since like 2009 when he died. And it's going on very good on iTunes. It's available on all online radio networks, and we are enjoying the ride.
Well, tell us about why you guys decided to do this project.
Well, I think we thought that, his music was invincible, his art was unforgettable, and we thought that, people used to think that this is synthesized music, this is programmed music, and this cannot be done in rock. And we thought, we should give it a try. We tried to retain the original value of the song, the sonic vibe of it, and we tried to import the music in rock and roll format, like guitars, drums, live bass, everything live. And we enjoyed performing it, and people started relating to it. We initially recorded Billie Jean, and then we got an enormous response over YouTube, over our fan base in Pakistan and all across the world. We went for the entire album, and that is now available on iTunes.
Now, you've got a fantastic, fantastic album here. Tell us about the writing process and production process for this incredible album. Tell us all about it.
Right. Okay, so when we initially conceptualized the idea, we thought, it is like Michael Jackson's music with all the work behind it, greatest musicians on the albums, with Quincy Jones producing it. We thought it was a very demanding task. It was a challenging project, and because we had to record everything, particularly drums live, and it was for us. It was like buying a Mercedes-Benz, breaking it down, and then reconstructing it and make it into a Lexus. So it was initially painstaking, and it was kind of scary for us in the beginning, because not only we had to tackle the music, we had to tackle the production process, we had to tackle the performance process, but we had to provide a vocal line which does not lag in terms of its appeal in a new way, in a live format. So Michael Jackson was one of a kind singer. He had soul, he had blues, he had R&B feel into it, and then when he used to do rock, he was equally good in that as well. So we thought, it was very a challenging feat for us to render the vocals in the same feel and retain the same vibe and retain the same groove in it. And fortunately, things started falling at the right places. We initially tried it in a trial and error format, and as it started catching on, and as it starting gaining momentum, we went ahead with it. And throughout the production process in the studio, we gained even more respect for the genius, because for us it was like revisiting his greatest hits. For us it was like revamping it, rejuvenating the entire creative process that he went through, and then we had to lock it in a way that appealed equally to the rock as well as the pop market. So we thoroughly enjoyed it, and after getting the response, because Michael Jackson is a worldwide phenomenon, we get emails, we get Facebook messages, we got Twitter responses, and we get messages on a website from all across the world, from Tokyo, from London, from Berlin, from East Europe, from South Africa, from Far East, from Australia, from North America, Canada, Brazil. So we are very glad that people can associate to it, and people can relate to it in a way that Michael Jackson touched their heart. And we try to revamp or refurbish the entire appeal, although it's like decades old music, but for us, a good song never gets old, and this album is a brilliant example of it.
Well, the album is incredible. Tell us about some of the recent reviews and different things you're getting on the work.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I mean, this is what we actually were looking for. We had some sort of criticism, and we had some sort of opposition that we, while revisiting these songs, we might kind of spoil them if we cannot retain the same sonic vibe in it. But fortunately, we've been getting good response from all across the globe, and for us, this is certainly the primary accomplishment, because for us it was an honor, because really you do find some acts that kind of perform, dance groups that do his music live, and it was kind of tribute band. But this was one of a kind project, because all of his songs are done on bass, rhythm guitars, and lead guitars, and drums, and that's it. A couple of keyboards here and there, but everything is live, and we're living into an era where the music is digitized, but I think good music, anybody can relate to good live music, and this is for us. This is a great way to connect with people across the cultures, and it was for us. It is a crossover to the entire world. It's a message to the entire world that happiness and the magic of music is eternal, and it lives on beyond the artist and the art as well.
We've got a fantastic guest with us today. Tell us how we can reach you guys online. Is there a particular place we can direct people to? How do they get a hold of you?
Well, you can find our songs on iTunes with the name The Artist Michael Jackson Rock Tribute. You can come to our website. It's called theartist.com. You can find our Facebook page, Michael Jackson Rock Tributes. And if you just Google us, you can reach to us through several online radios and several online stores. Just write Michael Jackson Rock Tribute and you will reach to us.
We've got a great guest with us today. Now, what's been some of the feedback you've gotten on it so far?
We've been getting great feedback from everywhere. The youngsters who were not even born when Michael Jackson produced and released this music, they have heard Michael Jackson's work, and throughout this new era and music, when this online invasion and the death of labels kind of occurred, people can listen to this music on YouTube and iTunes, and they are favorably relating to it and kind of encouraging us to go on and produce another length of album, because Michael Jackson has several, and we have right now selected only 7 of them, and the next project might be even more enticing and amazing, because we have a major secret to unleash in the next album, and we are going to take things to the next level. We'll be working on a couple of his ballads and going to convert them into fast tempo tracks and in rock format. So you're going to hear Human Nature in a fast rhythm. You're going to hear Man in the Mirror in a fast rhythm in the rock style. You're going to hear Earth Song, and you're going to hear I Just Can't Stop Loving You in a rock format, but in a high tempo. So we are quite excited considering the kind of feedback we are getting all across the globe, and we are really geared up to go into this, to record the next installment of the same project.
Now, tell us a little bit about where we can find you on social media.
On social media, on Facebook, you can find me facebook.com/NJTributes, and that's all we are, kind of on Facebook and social media right now. You can find us on YouTube, The Artist Band. You can find us as TAB Tab as well, and wherever you just type NJ Rock Tributes on Google, you're going to reach us. They're going to take to us.
We've got a fantastic guest with us today. As we wrap up with you today, my friend, what's the plans for the rest of the year?
Rest of the evening. Do you want me to sing a song for you on a?
Yes. Do it. Whatever you got to do. Do it, my friend.
All right. So this is one of probably the most famous songs in the history of music, probably. And this goes to Jiggy Jag tonight, and hope you like it. She's more beautiful, but my movie scene. Say to mama, do you mean I am the one? Oh, down, I'm going around. She says I am the one. Oh, down, I'm going around. She told me, honey, I'm a citizen. And every head on was down to Cindy and the one who's down, I'm going around. I see the one was so mean, he got what you. Some go around looking at the side. And more than one was so mean, he got who he loved. He what you do. The light comes through fast. Billy Jean, it's my love.
She just a girl who thinks that I am the one. But the kid is not my son. She says I am the one. But the kid is not my son. For 40 days and I'm 49, left on the side. But who can stand when she's in the man? Oh, Jesus, yeah. Oh, yeah, sun blow around. Something must go get fine. Just remember to always say bye. Don't think twice, don't think twice. He told my baby the just to see. And she looked at me and showed a photo of baby's eyes glow like mine. Oh, damn, sun blow around. My people are so many, I watch you. So go around and get the side. She came so about me, and it's not so cute. She took my soul, he got it so wrong. Dirty sheep, it's my love. She just a girl who claims that I am the one. But the kid is not my son. She says I am the one. But the kid is not my son. Dirty sheep, it's my love. She just a girl who claims that I am the one. But the kid is not my son.
Good stuff, my friend. Thanks for being with us today.
Thank you so much for having me, and it's been a real pleasure speaking with you on here, and thank you so much for having me on the show.
Definitely. Well, we'll talk to you soon. Have yourself a good Sunday. We're going to take a time out and come back with more.
Jiggy Jaguar Experience. Here is Jiggy Jaguar.
Welcome to the Sunday afternoon radio program. Live as live can get, 2 Central, 3 Eastern, 12 Pacific, and 1 p.m. Mountain Standard, 24/7 at JiggyJaguar.com. Also today on RadioZenu.com out of Wichita, Kansas, as well as 50-plus stations in the Jiggy Jaguar Radio Network, iHeartRadio as well. We've got some great guests coming up. It is top of the hour, of course, on Sunday, and each and every Sunday on our broadcast at the top of the hour. We always chat with a representative, or we attempt to chat with a representative from the Kansas Tattoos and Body Piercings. That's inkedks.com. They've got a fantastic event coming up in June, and I think we've got one of the representatives on the telephone. Go ahead and give us a brief introduction on yourself, my friend.
Hello, my name is James. I'm the CEO of Kansas Tattoos and Body Piercings.
Well, you guys have got a huge event coming up in June. Tell me a little bit about the event in previous years, and then the event this year.
Yeah, this year is the second year we got it coming back to Salina again. First year was off the chain, so we decided to bring it back again. We have about over 30 artists from around the state of Kansas, roughly about 12 to 15 shops, piercers and tattoo artists, coming to lay it down and compete for different competitions throughout the weekend on June 5th, 6th, and 7th.
Now, this event is a huge event. Tell me a little bit about the production process, what it takes to put something like this on.
Oh, it takes some work. You got to get with all the artists. Basically, we send out invitations to the artists throughout the state of Kansas. Whoever is down for coming down, we have to get them all the correct paperwork, license numbers, and then take it and shoot it all to the state. And then once we do that, we start planning it out, laying it out, and getting some great music coming in on Saturday, and just putting all the pieces together.
Now, you guys have some incredible sponsors. Tell me about some of the sponsors you guys have for this big event.
Right now we got Pizza Hut. We got Pizza Hut here in Salina. Hillside Liquor. Budweiser will be on hand. We've got Chamuka's nightclub. They sponsored the event for the venue for the after party, and just a lot of individual sponsors throughout.
Now, the event is going to take place June 5th through the 7th. Tattoos, piercings by some of Kansas' most talented and licensed artists, piercers, contests, models, photo ops. Tell me a little bit about the car, truck, and motorcycle show.
That's going to be Saturday. It's going to start at 8 a.m. and it'll run till about dark. There's some different categories they got lined up. I don't have that list with me right now, but some different categories for trophies and just, if you've got a car or a car you're putting together for a show or bike, you bring it out and we'll get it entered in and hopefully you walk away with a prize.
Now, Friday, 2 p.m. to 10 p.m., Saturday, 12 p.m. to 8 p.m., and Sunday, 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. at the 4-H building in Salina, Kansas. Now, tell me about this after party at Chumaco's. That this is going to be a really, really cool show.
Oh, yeah. We've got Victim of the Spotlight coming in. We've got Shiner, Waffle Stomp, and our good friends over at King Shifter are going to be headlining the show. It's going to be crazy.
Now, June 5th through the 7th, Salina Ink and Steel Expo. It takes place in Salina, Kansas. And this is a huge, huge event. Tell us where we can buy tickets, and is there any VIP tickets or anything of that nature available?
Yeah, you can buy tickets at ticketstorm.com. You can go onto the Kansas Tattoos and Body Piercings Facebook page, go under the events link on there, and it'll take you. There'll be a link posted in there for them. We've got some VIP passes that we've given away some of them. Those are $50 a pop. They're early admission to each day of the event. So if you want to get something done, if you're head set on it, then you want to get one of those so you can be first in the line. It also covers the admission for all 3 days. It covers the admission into the after party at Chamuka's. You get a shirt of your choice. You get a lanyard. It's a good deal. It's a pretty good deal for it.
Well, it's going to be a fun time. Salina Ink and Steel Expo, June 5th through the 7th, and we will chat with. I know we'll chat with you or someone next week about the event coming to Salina. Thanks for being with us today, man. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. And on that next one, I think we're going to line out. We're going to give you a chance to give away some tickets there. So be good on the next one.
Awesome. Well, we will we'll talk to you next Sunday. Appreciate it, man.
All right.
Definitely.
Good.
Thank you, man. Salina Ink and Steel Expo coming to Salina, Kansas in June. We're going to take a quick time out here on our World Famous Jiggy Jaguar Experience each and every Sunday afternoon, 2 p.m. Central on Radio Xenu. When we come back, we've got more coming up. Welcome back to our big program here on the Hub. Tons and tons of great music coming up today here on our broadcast. But let's tell you about one of our great new artist spotlights, Daniel Evans. He's got the latest Ministry on the Mic. Here it is right now.
It's that ministry on the mic, representing Jesus Christ. Gotta shine my little light so you can accept him in your life. It's that ministry on the mic, representing Jesus Christ. Gotta shine my little light so you can accept him in your life. It's that ministry on the mic, representing Jesus Christ. Gotta shine my little light so you can accept him in your life. You know I got to rhyme, let my little light shine. Lord God, you on my mind. Satan's getting left behind, cause my ministry is rhyme. And I be flowing and growing in the Holy Spirit. Demons don't never wanna get near it. Can you feel it when I be coming with the sounds of the drumming? And man, you know it's just a sermon. Many apostles, many pastors, many preachers, some just sitting in the bleachers. But I'm a microphone speaker and I really love Jesus, cause he paid the price for you and he paid it for me. and it's all about God's ministry. It's that ministry on the mic, representing Jesus Christ. Gotta shine my little light so you can accept him in your life. It's that ministry on the mic, representing Jesus Christ. Gotta shine my little light so you can accept him in your life. It's that ministry on the mic, gotta shine my little light and fight my little fight like Paul. Just do what I'm called and save some of y'all. To the ones that have ears, to the ones that have eyes, using all these foolish things to the spies, the wise, to recognize they need Jesus Christ in their lives. Instead of falling, installing, praise God and look to where they're calling. Many apostles, many pastors, many preachers, some just sitting in the bleachers. But I'm a microphone speaker and I really love Jesus cause he paid the price for you and he paid it for me. And it's all about his ministry. It's that ministry on the mic, representing Jesus Christ. Gotta shine my little light so you can accept him in your life. It's that ministry on the mic, representing Jesus Christ. Gotta shine my little light so you can accept him in your life. It's that ministry on the mic, representing Jesus Christ. Gotta shine my little light so you can accept him in your life. It's that ministry. Are you hearing me? It's that ministry. Are you feeling me? It's that ministry. Are you hearing me? It's that ministry. Are you feeling me? It's that ministry. Yeah.
Welcome back to RadioZenu.com, coast to coast to border on RadioZenu.com.